All right, welcome back. We have a special guest for our final segment this morning, and it's an interesting program. I should know about this because I live in an area where his company services me in terms of electricity, power, and supply. With us this morning is Chris Jones, president of Middle Tennessee Electric Membership Corporation.
Yes, thank you.
And people are like, why is Chris coming on the big show? And look, there can be a lot of reasons. And, you know, we're just getting into the cold season,
Sure.
you know, and the temperatures are going to drop and people trying to stay warm. But sharing change, all right,
Yes.
it's why you're coming on to talk about this. This is something I wasn't fully familiar with, but it's a charitable foundation through your organization, right?
Yes, sir, and we'll sign you up before we get done
Sign me
here.
up.
So,
Well, tell me about it.
Something we're very proud of, Nick, and Middle Tennessee Electric. First of all, we are an electric cooperative. We serve Williamson, Rutherford, Wilson, Cannon counties.
Gotcha.
Bleed over into some other counties. About 215,000 members that we serve as electric cooperative. As a cooperative, we're a not-for-profit owned by our members.
Okay.
Now, Sharing Change is what we refer to. It's kind of our charitable arm. Part of who we are as an electric cooperative is that one of our principles, if you will, is that we're to demonstrate commitment to community. So we have long done things like educational programs and community outreach, but we've also always sought to benefit charitable organizations and community causes throughout our service territory.
So you're giving, you have money and you provide money to the charitable
That's
organizations.
Right. Yeah,
okay.
That's right. Now, so what Sharing Change is more specifically,
Okay.
it's a separate foundation. It is a board of members who voluntarily serve to review grant requests that come from these various organizations. But the funding mechanism is well, it comes from our members.
Okay.
So if you as a member of Middle Tennessee Electric,
which I am.
Right.
I believe that I live in Wilson County,
Right.
so and I'm outside. So I'm in the Gladeville area, non-incorporated to Mount Juliet. So I would be with you.
That's right.
Okay.
And we serve most of Mount Juliet as well. But so any member who chooses to can choose to participate in Sharing Change. So Sharing Change is a board, but it's also an effort. It is something we encourage our members to participate in. The easiest way to do it, the way that we suggest people do it on a fundamental level, is to volunteer to have your bill rounded up to the next highest dollar.
Okay, and my wife handles the electric bill, as a matter of fact. So I don't know if we've been doing that or not, but just round it up.
Right.
And the money accumulates.
That's exactly right.
All
So
right.
yeah, we've been privileged to, through this program, to give out to our community causes, charitable organizations, more than $8 million
550
over the last
charities.
13. Yeah,
Wow.
550 charities over the last 13 years. So I've been privileged in the position I'm in and the position I've been in to see the difference that this has been able to make. And you know, it makes you certainly feel good. It is something that I've seen the difference it's made in particular lives of people. It's given rise to certain charitable organizations that didn't exist before. So we have been honored to be able to serve in this capacity. But again, what
awesome.
members can do is say, hey,
Okay.
I want to participate in Sharing Change. So again, the most fundamental way, you can round up your bill.
Now, how do you
So-
do that? It's online, or
Yeah.
when you receive the bill, and do you have to specify, okay, I'm rounding up, so is this for Sharing Change, or is there a checkbox or something on
Yes,
that?
it's easy to do.
Okay, so-
You can do it through our website. You can call us and say, "Hey, I want to be a part of Sharing Change," and have your bill rounded up. Now, you can do more than a roundup. And again, one great thing I want to emphasize, if I may, Nick, is that 100% of the donations are funneled through Sharing Change Foundation to these charitable causes. So if you
Because the board members are all volunteers.
That's right.
There isn't an effort to have to go. And I understand sometimes charities have to spend money to make money. And I don't have a problem with that. Rarely is there one that truly says 100%. But with yours, because you're an organization, it comes in on the bills.
Yes.
The money's there and it gets distributed.
Right.
That's awesome.
And so, and our board is there to do the work, and they do great work on a volunteer basis to vet and to examine the grant requests. And
ones.
so I think our members should have confidence that they have members serving them to make sure that the money is being used the right way.
That's the key to it
something
all.
we're very proud of.
That is fantastic. And I was just looking, some people specifically you were talking about here, okay, you've given money to help lunches to students,
Sure.
low-income students, assistance to military veterans, senior citizens. I like this. Help control the pet population in Middle Tennessee. That's awesome. And there's some great shelters in Wilson County and around. Help preserve some historic areas already tied to local charity and our national heritage. That's
Right.
great.
Yeah. And completely transparent, Nick. Anybody can go on
Yeah.
the website and see where all the money has gone to do throughout our history. And so, something that's special to me, and again, I have a number of favorites, but something I know people will recognize is Make-A-Wish Foundation. We take, every year, through the money that comes in through our members, we're able to sponsor a child in our service territory through the Make-A-Wish Foundation. Habitat for Humanity, things like Special Kids in Rutherford County, so many, again, 550, so many efforts we've been able to, our members have been able to help in a very unique way. So again, something we're very proud
Well,
of.
I'm glad you came out. And it's crazy. It's been 13 years you've been doing it, and $8 million is a lot. So it tells me that a lot of people have decided to contribute to this,
And
which is comforting to hear that there are good people in these counties that want to do that.
Very
Because
encouraging.
electric bills can get kind of high.
Yes, they can. But it's just the roundup is just a little. So it's painless. Something we like to say, it's the easiest good thing you'll ever do. It's
And I
very
like the
simple.
way you say that. And it's year-round, obviously, and you can do it every month on your check. And I don't know. By the way, are the monies distributed just throughout the year? To once the board decides, okay, let's give some money to this shelter or something. Is there a certain time of year you give it out?
We give it out every month.
Okay, every month.
Now there are parameters. Organizations, the maximum they can get within a 12-month period are $10,000. So we can make sure that we distribute.
And you spread out the
money.
10 grand over the 12 months, and once you decide on one, now from year to year, could you potentially decide, well, we're not going to do this charity anymore, we're going to bring in a new one, or sometimes you try to just keep adding to the pool?
It's case by case.
Okay.
So every time any kind of organization sends in their grant request, and it has to be a grant request every time, then that request is evaluated on its own merits.
That is awesome. Let's put up the full screen, if you don't mind, Mary Elena, because she put one of those together to give people the idea of just how to contact. And again, many of you are watching, and this applies to the counties you said. Not everyone viewing, but I don't know. Is anything like this being done to your knowledge in other?
Some other utilities do this, Nick. And now the one thing, non-members can participate if they're looking for a way to make a difference through a charitable way,
right.
And they want to make sure that 100% of their money is going to charity. We can help out. So even non-members can do that.
People who need help, same wherever they happen to be.
Yes, sir.
And that's wonderful. Again, you see the number there on the screen, and take advantage of it. I know I'm going to. I appreciate it. I really appreciate it. Chris, thanks for coming. It's good to meet you.
My pleasure.
You're like the power guy. You're the one that I get my electricity from. But I hope people take advantage of that. And thank you very much for coming on this morning.
Well, I'm here to serve. If Middle Tennessee Electric can be of service, members, please let us know.
You bet. Thanks again. Have a great holiday, my friend, too. All right?
Happy Thanksgiving.
Good to see you.
Yes,
Good to see you. Folks, be back. Same time, same place Monday. Everyone have a great day. Bye-bye.